Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to talk to you guys again about knee wraps because it keeps coming up. I've got people asking me if they should use knee wraps on my novice program, which is a hypertrophy program, not a competitive powerlifting program. I see people using knee wraps on leg presses, hack squats, all sorts of stuff. And let me break this down for you guys. Very simple. If you are not a competitive athlete who uses knee wraps in competition, you have no business using knee wraps. They are for nobody else. If you do not compete in something, you no need to even buy these things or throw your money away, because they do not improve your strength. They do not reduce injury. In fact, there is evidence out there that using knee wraps too often can contribute to injury to the knee. And I don't mean because of the knee getting weaker, because the wraps themselves, you actually lifting a heavy weight with the wrap wrapped around the knee actually grinds part of the knee joint together, and it can cause wear and tear and damage on it that wouldn't be there had you not worn it. Now, the purpose of knee wraps is so that you can lift more weight. And what people are going to say is that, well, wait, I can lift more weight with it, therefore I'm recruiting more muscle fibers. But you aren't, because it's not your muscles lifting the heavier weight, it's the knee wrap. And so, for example, if you normally squat 405 pounds for 5 reps, and you can squat 455 with knee wraps for 5 reps, so you've got 50 pounds more in your work sets, which actually is very reasonable. That's the average increase from a knee wrap. Some people get up to 80 to 100 pounds out of them, but 50 is reasonable. You're thinking, well, I'm overloading the muscles more, I'm getting bigger and stronger because of the heavier weight, but you're not. You're only actually still squatting the 405 for 5. The knee wraps are actually squatting the other 50 pounds because it's not your muscles doing it. When you compress down, when the knee wrap is wrapped up around your knee, it bunches up, and the eccentric rep lowering it stores energy into the knee wrap like a rubber band, and then the knee wrap pushes you back up. And so the knee wrap is helping you get into motion. And again, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Something that is being helped go into motion through your weakest part of the lift that normally recruits the most muscle fibers, particularly in things like your quadriceps, is easier to keep into motion once it's been started. It requires less force. It requires less muscle fibers to do it. So if you were to use the same weight with the knee wraps, you would actually be recruiting less muscle fibers. And by doing more weight, you end up getting the same. And what you'll actually find is that you're not even getting stronger with them. A lot of times, if you start putting knee wraps on and you take that 455 5-rep squat and you slowly build it up to like 475, you end up building up stronger, 20 pounds stronger with the knee wraps, and you take the knee wraps off, you might find you actually didn't gain any strength on your raw squat without the wraps. That it doesn't actually completely carry over because you failed to train the weakest part of the lift, because the knee wraps help you at the part of the squat where you are the weakest. And so because you didn't improve that area, you still get stuck at the bottom of the squat if you try to go any heavier than you did before. And in some cases, you might even lose strength. So again, if you're not going to compete with knee wraps, they don't offer you any additional muscle fiber recruitment, so they're not helping you grow any bigger, they're not helping you get any stronger, but they carry a risk with no benefit, so there's no point in you using them. And some people say, well, I feel safer using them. Well, that's in your mind. You're actually not. You're actually at a higher risk of injury by wearing them. And again, as the people will say, well, I want to use them as a tool to help with my lockout strength by using a heavier weight. Well, you're not adding that much extra weight with the knee wraps. If you want to do squat lockouts, load an extra 100 pounds onto the bar and do squat lockouts. Or just do walkouts to hold a heavier weight if that's your purpose of doing it, to get used to handling a heavier weight. It's a lot better of a tool. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.